are you, dear students? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. Again it's time for maths lecture. So students, let us begin. In today's lecture we will solve practice worksheet 2. I have given you worksheet. So in today's lecture we will solve worksheet number 2. So the question number 1 of worksheet 2 is fill in the blanks. So all of you, I am reading question for you. So fill in the blanks. Part A is repeated addition is called. I hope you all solve the worksheet. You all have solved the worksheet. So check your answer with mine. So repeated addition is called multiplication. I hope you all did it correctly. The next one is part B. The number to be multiplied is called, the number to be multiplied is called multiplicand. So the answer of B is multiplicand. The next one, the number by which we multiply, the number by which we multiply is called multiplier. So we will write multiplier. The next one, when two numbers are multiplied, the answer is called, when two numbers are multiplied, the answer is called product. Now the next one, any number multiplied by 0 will give the answer. Any number multiplied by 0 will give the answer as 0. So the answer of A is multiplication, answer of B is multiplicand, answer of C is multiplier, answer of D is product, and answer of E is 0. So this was the question number 1. Question number 2 was, state whether the following statements are true or false. So question number 2 is true and false. Part A. Any number multiplied by 1 gives number 1 place ahead. Is it true or false? The question is asking us to any number multiplied by 1. So let's take an example of number 2. 2 multiplied by 1. So the number 2 is single number, single digit number, only one digit, that is on 1's place. So let's multiply it by 1. So 1 into 2 is equals to 2. So we multiplied 1 by 1's place and got the result of 1 place 2. So the question is saying us to, asking us any number multiplied by 1. So any number we have taken 2 multiplied by 1 gives one number place ahead. One number place ahead. One place ahead means 10th place, but we got the result in 1's place. It means this statement is wrong. So we will write F. One place ahead means 10th place. Or if we multiply 1 in 10, let's take 2 digit numbers example. So 10 into 1. So 10 ones are 10. So 1 place ahead means now if we are multiplying 2 digit number, then we are getting result in hundreds place. So this is why, that's why the statement is false. Because when we multiplied in ones, we got the result in ones. When we multiply 2 digit, we got the answer as 2 digits. So the question is asking us to whether we get 1 place ahead or not. So we did not get 1 place ahead. That is why the statement is false. Now the B. If a number is multiplied by 2, the answer will always be odd number. No, this is also false. Let's take an example. Let's take odd number 3. So 3 into 2, 2 3s are 6. This is even number. Now let's take example of even number. 4. 4 into 2. 2 4s are 8. Again it's even number. So whether we multiply it on odd number or even number, we will get always result as even number. So second statement is false too. Now the third one, C. If number is multiplied by 10, the answer will always end in 0. Let's see the table of 10. 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 threes are 30, 10 fours are 40, 10 fives are 50 and so on. Look at the ones place. All the numbers are 0, 0. So whenever we multiply any number by 10, the result will end in 0. So this statement is true. Now the next one, part D. If a number is multiplied by 5, it will always end in either 0 or 5. Let's see the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25 and so on. See, 5 0, 5 0, 5 0. So whenever we will multiply any number by 5, the result will end in either 0 or 5. So again this statement is true. Now the last one of the same question. If the order of number in multiplication sum are changed, the answer will be different. This statement is false. We know the order property of multiplication. If we change the order, let's take example 1 into 2. So 1 into 2 is 2 and if we change the order 2 into 1, so 2 ones are again 2. So if we change the order, our result will be same. Our result will not be affected. This is the order property. So the statement is false. So the answers are the answer of A is false, answer of B is false too, answer of C is true, answer of D is true and answer of E is false. Now the next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is multiply a number line 15 into 4 and the number line is given to. So number line is given like 0, 5, 10, 15. Skip. They have skipped 5 numbers. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 and so on. So we know the first number is times. So 15 times 4, we need to skip number 4 for 15 times and the 15 times is very much. If we skip number 4 for the 15 times, this process will be so lengthy, it will take time. So we know the order property. If we change the order of the number, the result will be same. So 15 into 4 will be equal to 4 into 15. Now skip number 15 for 4 times. Now this will be easier for us. So let's start skipping number 15. So 5, 10 and 15. Here is number 15. So skip by for the first time. Now again 5, 10, 15. For the second time 5, 10, 15. For the third time 5, 10 and 15. For the fourth time. So we skipped number 15 for 4 times. So for first time, for second time 60, it means 60 is our answer. So we can say that 15 into 4 is equals to 60. Okay students, so the next question is question number 4. Question number 4 is multiply by repeated addition. So 6 into 3, we know this is times, so 6 times number 3. So for the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and for the sixth time. Now let's add them all. 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, and 15 plus 3 is 18. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, if we add 6 times number 3, we'll get the result is 18. Now the next part B, 3 into 4. So 3 times number 4, so 1 time for the second time and for the third time. So 4 plus 4 is 8 and 8 plus 4 is 12. See, 5 into 5. So 5 times number 5. So for the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, and for the fifth time. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 15, 15 plus 5 is 20, and 20 plus 5 is 25. The next one, 7 into 2. 7 into 2. So 7 times number 2. So for the first time, for second time, for the third time, fourth time, for fifth time, for sixth time, and for the seventh time. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12, and 12 plus 2 is 14. So 7 into 2 is equals to 14. Now E, 4 into 6. So 4 times number 6. So for the first time, second time, for the third time, and for the fourth time. So 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 6 is 18, and 18 plus 6 is 24. So these are the answers of question number 4. Answer of A is 18, answer of B is 12, answer of C is 25, answer of D is 14, and answer of E is 24. So now the next is question number 5. Use Cayley's multiplication table to solve the following sum. So for solving question number 5, you need Cayley's multiplication table that is given in your book. Be remember one thing while solving Cayley's question based on Cayley's multiplication table. Just one thing, that is row into column. The first number we will see in the row and the second number we will see in the column, and where the two lines will intersect, that box will be our answer. So just remember one thing, row into column. The first number we will see in the row and the second number we will see in the column. So student, I am just writing answers of this question. You know how to use Cayley's multiplication table, and if you forget, then you can rewatch the video, that video. So these are the answers. You can match your answers with this. So answer of A is 27, answer of B is 32, answer of C is 30, answer of D is 49, and answer of E is 54. Now the next question. Question number 6. Part A. 5 into 3. So 3 5s are 15. If you know the table, you can solve all the question of question number 6. The next one is 6 into 2. So 2 6 are 12. The next question is 7 into 4. So 4 7s are 28. So the answer of A is 15, answer of B is 12, answer of C is 28. Question D is 9 into 1. So 1 into 9 or 9 into 1, 1 9s are 9. So 1 into 9 is 9. And the last question, last part of the same question is E, that is 8 into 2. So 2 8s are 16. So we will write 16. So answer for D is 9 and answer for E is 60. So these were very simple questions. If you know the table, you can solve the questions. Or if you don't know the table, then you have to repeatedly add again and again. So learning table is convenient option. So learn the tables. Now the last question of the worksheet, that is what problem? If one box has 6 chocolates. Imagine there is one box and that one box is having 6 chocolates. How many chocolates are there in 4 boxes? So it means this 6 chocolates, how many times? 4 times. So we will write the number 4 first, because here we write times. So 4 times what? 4 times number 6 or 6 chocolate. So 4 6s are or 6 4s are, yeah, 6 4s are or 4 6s are 24. So it means there will be 24 chocolates in 4 boxes. So we can write 24 chocolates. So this is all for today's lecture. The 7 questions were there in our worksheet. So I hope if you made any mistake, you have corrected that one. So students, this is all for today's lecture. We will meet in next lecture. Till then, bye students. Stay home, stay safe and keep practicing.